Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. My name is Faith Ngige, the National Coordinator for the Kenya Platform for Climate Governance, which is the umbrella body for the civil society in Kenya. And we are privileged and honored to be able to co-host this session today on the invitation of Jacob's Ladder and Partners. Allow me to proceed and give the opening remarks. Once again, we have an opportunity to reflect our progress in putting the Africa Climate Summit Declaration to action. Kenya is already experiencing severe climate change effects, whose impacts threaten food security, water resources, economic stability, ecosystems, and livelihoods. Climate models predict intensifying weather patterns with more frequent and severe droughts and floods. Between 2 to 2.8% of the gross domestic product is lost annually, in Kenya that is, as a result of climate change. Inaction to implement robust measures to adapt and mitigate the impacts of climate change could only translate to a decline in the real GDP, ranging from 3.61% to 7.25% by 2050, as stated in the Kenya Country Climate and Development Report by the World Bank of last year. Prioritizing adaptation is crucial for protecting livelihoods, ensuring food and water security, as well as safeguarding economic growth. At the Kenya Platform of Climate Governance, which is the designated national platform for the Pan-Africa Climate Justice Alliance, our approach towards adaptation is that it should be need-based, as well as be able to secure locally driven climate action. Civil society organizations play a key role in shaping local, national, and global climate policy and action. From grassroots movements to international non-governmental organizations, civil society brings diverse perspectives, expertise, and on-the-ground experiences to the table, ensuring the voices of communities most affected by climate change are heard. During the Africa Climate Summit, the civil society played a very key role in ensuring that this particular subject of adaptation is not lost in the sight of mitigation. We also ensured that climate action should not just be driven by profit-driven interventions, because it leaves us as African countries exposed to high debt burdens amid its reduced fiscal space. The need for need-based climate finance is crucial for ensuring locally led climate action. This approach ensures that marginalized groups such as youth, women, and indigenous people take charge of climate adaptation and mitigation efforts. One of the major transformative programs that was launched during the ACS is the Financing Locally Led Climate Action, abbreviated as FLOCA. And we as CSOs are implementing partners of this very innovative program that Kenya is launching globally. We are proud to say that since then up to now, we have elected civil society representatives in each of the counties. These representatives are entrenched in the official CSO engagement framework for FLOCA, and through them we have seen robust subnational structures that engage communities in development of the climate change action plan, development of the participatory risk assessment, and also engaging in how FLOCA funds are flowing to the communities. During this period, just ahead of COP29, and last Friday we ran a campaign in Kenya known as Keep Your Promise. Under this campaign, we are demanding that adaptation should be prioritized in all global climate financing, especially the upcoming new collective quantified goal on climate finance. We are demanding that going forward, 50% of climate finance should be directed to adaptation. We must empower rural and indigenous communities. We must give them space to lead adaptation efforts. We must ensure that we are addressing social instability that arises from climate-related resource conflicts and promote fair, equitable, and sustainable development. As we deep dive into the adaptation and resilience pillar of the Africa Climate Summit today, this forum provides us an opportunity to unpack and draw insights on the adaptation-oriented resolutions of the Africa Climate Summit and to take cognizance of the interface of these particular resolutions with COP meetings. Moving forward, we must accelerate implementation of climate-smart development initiatives to secure a sustainable future. In today's reflection, we urge all of us let's not be theoretical. Let's try and look for the actions. Even one small action counts. What have you done? What are you doing? What shall you do? Kenya needs to accelerate our adaptation commitments from policy to practice. For that is where transformation is found. I thank you.